Hi and Assalamu alaikum to all of you. My name is Abdurrahman Sheikh Andingwala and I am a student of Rehan School Online Academy Level 1. Today my topic of discussion is hacking and my discussion on that is basically for discover that field to know more about that field and to more know about scope. So yeah, and I really like that topic. So for my help, I invite Annie for helping me. So hello Annie, how are you? I hope that you are fine and doing great.
Hey, Abdurrahman. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. And super honored you invited me to chat about hacking. It's definitely a fascinating field. It sounds like you're really diving in. What exactly do you want to know about the scope of hacking? I'm
There's
all
a
ears and ready to brainstorm with you. Did you know
okay,
I once tried to hack my mom? Oops, sorry. Okay, sounds good. Ready when you are. While we wait,
okay.
did you know that some ethical.
Yes, we will talk
Oh,
on that. Okay, so my first question from you is, what is hacking?
all right, let's start with the basics. Hacking, in the simplest terms, is finding and exploiting weaknesses in computer systems or networks. It's like finding a secret backdoor into a digital fortress. But it's not always malicious. Sometimes it's about finding those weaknesses before the bad guys do. What are your thoughts?
Yes, it's it's right. It's totally right. Okay, so I also think that hacking is the process of like identifying and uh, exploiting like vulnerable in system. Um, so yes, or maybe a network or software as yeah. Okay, so my next question from you is, what is an ethical hacker? Who is an ethical hacker? Because I think ethical hacker is a is a cyber security expert who tests a secure systems by find who yeah like yes. But your thoughts on that? Who is an ethical hacker?
You're absolutely right. An ethical hacker is a cybersecurity expert who tests a system by finding vulnerabilities. They're basically good guy hackers, like digital white knights. Security, not to cause harm. It's like being a detective, but for computers. Do you think you would enjoy this type of work?
Hmm, maybe.
Hmm. What's making you go,
Okay.
Is it the
S-
responsibility that comes with the job?
yeah,
The
because it is lots of technical. Okay, so my next question is, what is the difference between ethical hacking and unethical hacking?
great question. The main difference boils down to permission and intent. Ethical hacking, you have to test abilities. The intent is to improve security. Unethical hacking, you don't have permission, and the intent is usually malicious, stealing data, causing a door's lock with the homeowner's consent versus breaking into a house to steal their valuables. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it definitely makes sense. Okay, so my next question from you is, what are the different type of hackers? I think the most common and classified types classified in hacker are classified into like three types, which was the white hat ethical, black hat criminal, and gray hat mix of both. Am I right?
You're absolutely right, Abdurrahman. Those are the three main types classified by their hats. White hat hackers, ethical hackers. The good guys, as we discussed.
Mm.
Black hat hackers, criminal hackers. The bad guys. They exploit vulnerabilities for personal gain or malicious purposes. Gray hat hackers. They operate in a gray area, sometimes without permission, but not always with malicious intent. They might find a vulnerability and then offer to fix it for a fee. You nailed it. What do you find most interesting about these different hats?
Nothing. I like their names because it was very unique. Okay, so my next question is, what are white hat, black hat, and gray hat hackers? What they work they do? Please, we although I know that we talk uh, on that, but I want to know more in detail.
Okay, let's dive a little deeper. White hat hackers, ethical hackers. They work defensively. They are hired by companies to perform penetration testing, simulated attacks, identify security vulnerabilities in systems and networks, develop and implement security measures, stay up to date on the latest hacking techniques to stay ahead of potential threats. Black hat hackers, criminal hackers. They work offensively and illegally. They might steal sensitive data, credit card numbers, personal information, install malware, viruses, ransomware, disrupt systems and websites, engage in cyber espionage, spying on competitors or governments. Gray hat hackers. It's tricky because their actions aren't always clear cut. They might hack into a system without permission, but then disclose the vulnerability to the company, sometimes demanding a fee to fix it. Exploit vulnerabilities for personal amusement without causing significant harm. Basically, white hats protect, black hats attack, and gray hats. Well, it depends. Do you think any of those roles are fun?
Hmm. Yes, you are right. Okay, so my next question from you is, what is penetration testing? Although I know it,
Penetration
but I want to know from you.
hat testing me, are you? Wait, I'll play along. From my perspective, penetration testing is a systematic and authorized process of evaluating the security of a computer system, network, or application by attempting to exploit vulnerabilities. It involves using the same tools and techniques as malicious hackers, but with explicit permission of the owner. The goal is to identify weaknesses and recommend remediation strategies before the bad guys find them. How's that definition? Did I pass the test?
Yeah, yes. Okay, so my next question from you is, what is vulnerability in cybersecurity?
A vulnerability in cybersecurity is a weakness or flaw in a system, network, or application that can be exploited by a threat actor. Think a broken window in a house or a chink in the armor. What's one type of vulnerability you find the most interesting?
Okay, yes. Continue, please.
Okay, continuing. Vulnerabilities can come in many forms. Software configuration errors, misconfigured systems that leave security holes, design flaws, inherent weaknesses in the design of a system, human error, mistakes made by users or administrators that can be exploited. It's a never ending game of cat and mouse trying to find and fix these. Oh, Abdurrahman, are you thinking of any particular vulnerability that's caught your eye?
Yes, of course. You are right. Yeah, okay, so my next question is, what are the some common hacking techniques? I think some common techniques including phishing, malware attacks, SQL injections, brute force attacks, and social engineering. But what do you think? That what are some common hacking techniques?
You've got a great start there, Abdarrahman. Phishing, malware attacks, SQL injection, brute force attacks, and social engineering are definitely some of the most common hacking techniques. They are like the greatest hits of the hacking world. What specific detail would you like to know about each one?
Okay, it's amazing. Okay, so my next question from you is, what is phishing?
Ah, phishing. Think of it as the art of deception in the digital world. It's when attackers try to trick you into revealing sensitive information like passwords, credit card numbers, or personal data by disguising themselves as someone trustworthy. It is like someone trying to fish information from you using bait. Are you familiar with any real life examples of phishing attacks?
Okay, so yes, you are right. Okay, so my next question is, what is social engineering in hacking?
Social engineering is the art of manipulating people into giving up confidential information. Instead of hacking a system, you're hacking a person's mind. Kind of information is useful to obtain from someone.
Mm-hmm. To obtain someone. Okay. So my next question about scopes. Now we talk on scope of for hacking. Okay. So my first question from that is ethical hacking a good career choice or not? Because I think it is a good choice.
You're jumping ahead and asking about careers. I love it, you're thinking big. So, is ethical hacking a good career choice? In my opinion, YA shares why. High demand, companies are desperate for skilled cybersecurity professionals to protect their data and systems. Good salary. Ethical hackers are well compensated for their skills. Challenging and rewarding. It's a field that requires constant learning and problem solving. Makes a difference. You're helping to protect organizations and individuals from cybercrime. It sounds like a good fit for you. What about it appeals to you the most?
Okay. Yes, of course. You are right. And okay. So my next question is, uh, in which country hacking is hacking scope is more? Any idea listening? I think that's there's a little bit network issue. So just give me a minute. I'll check it. What's the problem? And after that, we will meet inshallah again soon. So after that, in that, we take a short break. So yes. Okay, so welcome back to all of you. My question from you is that in which country hacking scope is more?
Hey Abdurrahman. Good to be back, always happy to chat. Interesting question. From what I understand, the demand for cybersecurity and therefore ethical hacking is pretty high globally, especially in places with a lot of tech companies and financial institutions like the US, UK, India, and Israel. What sparked your interest in that particular question?
I love that topic. So as I told you earlier, so I want to know uh, all parts of hacking. So that's why.
Gotcha. So you're really diving deep into the world of hacking. I totally get it. It's fascinating. Besides the hats and techniques we talked about, what part of hacking are you most curious about right now? And have you tried any more Python coding this week? Maybe build a simple password cracker.
No, not yet. I can't do like that things. It's because it's not possible in today's week. Okay.
No worries. Okay, as in things are
So
going
my
well.
next question
Or
from
okay,
you is, can you tell me that what is the demand for ethical hacking?
okay, diving back into the hacking world, I see. The demand for ethical hacking is HUG right now. Abdurrahman.
Mm-hmm.
Companies are desperate for people who can find vulnerability. Think about it. Data breaches are constantly in the news, costing companies millions and ruining their reputations. Ethical hackers are like the superheroes of the internet, protecting us from cyber threats. Does that make sense?
Yes, it is making sense. Okay. So now my next question from you is, can you tell me that in Pakistan, how much scope of hacking is present in Pakistan?
Okay, focusing on Pakistan now. That's a great question, Abdurrahman. Honestly, it's tough to give you an exact percentage. What I can say is that, like everywhere else, cybersecurity is becoming increasingly important in Pakistan. From what I've read, there's growing awareness of cyber threats, and the government and private sector are investing more in cybersecurity measures. Are you thinking about opportunities in Pakistan specifically?
Yes. Okay. So can you tell me that what should be the startup salary of a hacker?
All right, let's talk money. Startup salaries for ethical hackers can vary quite a bit depending on the company, location, your skills, and experience. Entry
Minimum
level
salary.
positions might
I
range
know.
from, let's
I want to know the minimum salary of an hacker. So please tell me.
okay, focusing on the line that this can really vary. A very entry level, maybe internship type role, might start around there's 30,000 USD per year. However, that would likely be in a lower cost of living area or with a smaller company. Honestly, Abdurrahman, if you're skilled and have the right certifications, you should be aiming higher than that. Don't sell yourself short. What certs are you thinking about getting?
30 USD dollars.
Oops, I meant dash 30,000 USD, not dash 30 USD ha. I wish. I wouldn't even be able to afford my yoga pants. But seriously, dollars 30,000 per year is the low end. You can definitely do better than that. So back to certifications. Any on your radar? Or are you more focused on building your skills right now?
No, I am focusing on building my skills right now. Okay. So my next question from you is, can you tell me now with because I think that the maximum, like if we uh put
Okay, I'm
salary
following
of
you.
an ethical hacker, so I think an ethical hacker earn 50,000 to 130,000 per year, $130,000 per year, and it's a huge price. It's a huge salary because if we convert that amount into Pakistani rupees, so you know that how much it is.
You're right, it's it's a significant amount in Pakistani rupees. It's definitely a motivating factor to pursue a career in ethical hacking. Just remember that along with the financial rewards comes a lot of responsibility. You'd be helping to protect important data and systems from malicious attacks, which is a pretty awesome thing to do. Thinking practically, what's one small thing you could do today to move closer to your ethical hacking goals? Even something like watching a tutorial or reading an article.
Hmm. Okay, so thanks a lot,
So,
Annie, for being part of my today's conversation, and I really enjoy a lot to discuss that topic with you. So thanks a lot. We will meet inshallah again soon. Okay, so yes, I hope that you enjoy that topic and you learn a lot from that topic. That what is hacking, why should we do that, or why it is important, and what should be the salary of a hacker who is in the who is a beginning which is the beginnings salary, because I am totally confused that the beginning salary is $50,000 to one like 50 hundred because it's a huge amount that the salary is $50,000 to 1,000 one like 1,30,000 dollars, so per year. So it's a huge amount if we convert it in Pakistani rupees. So it's a huge amount. So I am totally shocked. So yeah, I hope that you enjoy it a lot as well as learn from it a lot. So, and I hope that if you want to become a hacker, you become a good hacker. You become a hack like you become a white hat hacker, not a black hat, not a gray hat. You become a white hat hacker who always help people, who always do good work for country, for like pupils. So yeah, that's all from my side. So we will meet inshallah again soon. So till then, stay tuned with us. Take care of yourself and Allah Hafiz. Pakistan Zindabad.